Hello guys, this is Ingrid from 42 here, showing you guys the UGC catalog, kind of. You see some of these UGC heads? If they're not made dynamic, they will force everything not only off sale, but remove them from literally all their inventories. And this is according to an email that has been sent, and it says, non-compliant top 5 most equipped heads will be moved off sale on March 28th. So that is a month and 2 weeks from the time I'm recording this video. Yeah, I know it's Valentine's Day and all, the day I'm recording this, I know, but again, let's look at this other stuff. All remaining non-compliant heads will be moved off sale on the 15th of June. And then there's yet another deadline, which is basically a month time frame to update it before the final deadline, which if it doesn't happen, then yeah, that's where they're gonna take everything off sale and out of people's inventories, which is absolutely draconian as hell, because why are we forcing down this dynamic head face realistic system? Why are we forcing it down everybody's throats, including the creators? That most of them sell like static heads, static 2D heads, and they're now forced to have it 3D, which again, it's killing creativity in real time. And yeah, a UGC creator has gotten the same notification basically as a confirmation, so it was in fact a real email.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
And by the way, let's not forget the dev forum post that is backing up the emails as well, from none other than General Relish, who has ignored us consistently throughout time, and it just continues to show how out of touch the company truly is. So yeah, absolutely insane timeline that we're entering now, where Roblox is cracking down on creativity that the community loves and wears through the form of accessories and stuff, while forcing their own way with stuff, which, in the name of creativity, by the way, which is not creativity, it's limitation. And when you limit creativity, that's bound to get some creative backlash, if you will. And I say creative backlash because, it could be in the form of stopping altogether, not spending money anymore, maybe moving platforms for some reason as well, like to Polytoria, which is actually running much smoothly this time around, which is very interesting and stuff like that. But yeah, the fact that, there is this deadline to have until basically middle of June or middle of July to update this stuff is insane. But you know what else is absurd? This makeup feature, man. We got Lucas here testing it in Roblox Studio for the first time ever, and it looks funny, and probably for the wrong reasons. It looks ugly, probably, and I don't know about intentionally ugly, but it just looks weird. Uncanny even to me. I do not want to see little virtual characters going around wearing makeup and blinking at you like they're a robot or some crap. Excuse me. And it turns out Lucas here has managed to enable the makeup beta version in Roblox Studio and imported the assets that have been found, and there's a whole bunch of them here. And it's on his alt if you can't tell. So, look, it's giving, and then it's just this monstrosity, which is just hilarious. That is already being compared to something outrageously ugly, like this thing, like Sir Dapper just dropped in the thread. It's just funny. But it also reminds me of this bug with makeup on for some reason. And, let's go back a bit. A UGC creator said, this is what hundreds of creators are losing their incomes, honestly, their livelihood, in the next 2 months or 2 weeks for. And it's just bad. Roblox has never been so out of touch, unlike they have right now. They are completely out of touch with Not only the community, but the creators as well. Like, I just cannot stay silent about any of this crap anymore. I don't think I have been silent, but like, since I have a small audience like 6 months ago or more than that, who cares about me, right? But no. I have a kind of a bigger audience. Not big enough, obviously. I have a long way to go, and I like to thank you for that, but, you know, yeah. And, yeah, it's just weird, man. It could just very well be like the Arthro thing, where barely anyone's gonna use it, unless they force it down everybody's throat again. Which is what Lesatan here has pointed out, too. Like, the same thing always happens, too, where mostly used unintentionally. Like, maybe trolling outfits. Or making some kind of demonic entity on Roblox for some reason. But no one, like, is gonna use this intentionally. Or just unironically, okay? Just like Arthro has not been used unironically, for the most part. And now for, like, the last thing I'm gonna talk about on this video. It's talk about 2K texture resolution. So this person here said, what do you mean it's not support for classic clothing? For F's sake, man, just let me have nicer blocky textures. Because it says it's supported for platform avatars, layered clothing, and rigid accessories. But nowhere does it say anything about classic clothing in here, if we're not mistaken. Probably because it may or may not work with classic clothing, but, you know, who knows, right? It's just interesting, okay? And then we got people, you know, the poster here saying, with the quoting, we're keeping R6 in classic clothing. My bleep, that bleep is getting dropped in a matter of years. Like, yeah, if you're doing nothing to keep those features around that you so much are for and actually defending somehow, then yes, people are going to speculate that you are going to remove them. And I could also speculate as well. And let's see what this person have to say. They're saying they won't drop it, but what they're doing is getting rid of everything that supports it. Which, you know, is the irony of it all. It's like, oh, we're not removing R6, but they're removing classic faces. It's like, oh, we're not removing classic clothing, then the classic clothing doesn't get 2000 resolution or whatever the heck. Like, are we choking? Like, this is not a bad update, don't get me wrong. It has potential. But if this can get fitted into classic clothing, that would be a whole nother level of good updates right there. But who knows? And it says won't work on R6 anyways, since R6 textures all get downscaled to 480. Okay, and you know, that's not even a surprise because they say that they defend R6 and they want to keep it around. Like, okay, whatever. But they're going to also probably try to sneak the replacement of R6 with its more adaptive version, which the early versions look absolutely terrible. But, you know, mixed review for me, mainly because of potential. Like, this is a good update as implemented right now, but the fact that it's not implemented with classic clothing, like this person brings up, is interesting. In probably a bad way. Which, again, hints at something potentially looming down the road. Like classic clothing getting canned. Not now, obviously, but later. Hopefully that won't happen. But that's all I'm going to say about this. So if you guys like this video, hit the like button, subscribe, turn notifications, comment what you guys think about everything down below. And I will see you guys on the next video. Probably on Monday.